The war against consciousness can be traced back to some of the oldest written texts we have. But the past century has been a whirlwind assault against the human spirit. In just 100 years, we went from being practically media-free to having a screen in front of our face the majority of our waking lives. We are being herded into a virtual AI-run illusion that is now influencing our perception of what is real, which then creates our perceived reality. We know this to be true. Our senses give us the false impression that we are living in a material world when we are not. 99.9% of all matter is empty space. The only thing keeping us from walking through walls are the outer valence electrons electrostatically repelling against one another. Physical solidity is an illusion. What we are feeling with our touch is not solid matter. It is electrostatic repulsion. We do not see with our eyes. We see within our mind. The cones and rods in our eyes are exposed to a very limited band of information, which is then translated electronically to our brain's visual cortex, which then creates a visual map within our mind that allows us to see the world around us, just as we see the world around us as we sleep and dream. It's being perceived in our mind. This applies to all of our five senses. The world we inhabit is much more like a hologram than anything solid. And more importantly, so is our body and our brain. And if we are not of our bodies, then where are we? Who are we? These questions can lead us to liberation, which is why tyrants have toiled to keep us from ever asking them. For centuries, they used religion to make us feel small and dictate reality. And today, they use science and pop culture. Actual, repeatable science has shown that our awareness has sway over the holographic reality that we inhabit. We can continue to fight each other, and some may win the battle, but the war against consciousness will forever continue until we unplug from the system. The deeper into tyranny we are herded, the more of us awaken to the truth.
It's gonna force the people that can still think for themselves and have common sense and are able to take the media needle out of their veins, whether it's your baseball team or the football team, and the stats and the thing, and the Democrat and Republican and left wing, right wing, this and a MAGA hat, Black Lives Matter, and gender and LGBTQ2 and homophobia. If you can get that needle out of you, and then eventually clear your mind and let the real soul start to live again.
And once the soul of humanity begins to live again, the tyranny will end, and humanity will evolve. For Infowars.com, this is Greg Reese.